Hi guys, it's Joy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you know one thing about me, it's that I love bananas and I love a good sweet treat. Not only that, but I do love baking. However, I'm pretty sure I've never done an official no-bake dessert recipe on this channel, which is crazy because sometimes doing a no-bake is easier than actual baking and just as delicious. I have a lot of bananas that are going super brown, and I decided I wanted to change it up a little bit instead of making my typical banana bread, which is great as well, but I wanted to try something new. So I asked ChatGPT to come up with recipe ideas, and it came up with the idea of banana cream dessert cup. I was pretty much sold right away because that sounds delicious and I've never made anything like it. I have all the ingredients here in my pantry, and I even have these super cute reusable wrappers, and I think for stability I'm gonna try to put them in this pan, although they're really huge, so it's really just more to sit on top of. If I run out of those, then I can get more of the disposable kind, but I want this dessert to be pretty large in size and have good layers to it. I'm so excited, so let's jump right into the recipe. In terms of ingredients you'll need bananas, heavy cream, vanilla, some sort of cookie or wafer. For me, I just picked up these simple butter cookies from the store because they seemed easy and straightforward. Optional, but it also recommended cinnamon, peanut butter, chocolate drizzle, or you can do a caramel sauce, whatever you're feeling, honestly. There seems to be a lot of flexibility with this recipe, so the first thing I'm gonna do is start with my whipped cream. I'm going to whip together some heavy cream, sugar, and vanilla until I get stiff peaks. Okay guys, our whipped cream looks perfectly light and fluffy and is at stiff peaks. Let's have a quick little taste. Ooh, I've actually never made homemade whipped cream before. This is my first time, so that was definitely a fun item to check off the bucket list. I may or may not have slipped a little bit with the vanilla, but that is totally okay. Now for the next part, I'm gonna start slicing my bananas so that they're little coins that we can put in the cups and start layering with our cookies. The recipe said it's optional to cover them with a little bit of cinnamon, so I'm kind of 50-50 with this one. I love cinnamon in a dessert, but I feel like if I'm gonna be drizzling it with chocolate or peanut butter, I'm not sure that it's necessary. It might be a last minute decision. Okay guys, last minute decision. I'm deciding against the cinnamon just because I feel like the vanilla flavor is already pretty strong, the bananas are sweet, and if I do want to add a little drizzle of something, then that might be too many flavors happening at once. So now is the fun part. We can start layering our cups. These are what the cookies I got look like. The recipe said you can crunch up the cookies and like pat it down. That way it's sort of like a crust. However, since I feel like they're already a circle shape, I think I'm just going to leave them as is and perhaps crush one on the top for decoration. Anyways, let's start assembling. Hi guys, I just finished assembling and I am so excited about how pretty these turned out. I wonder if they'll look even like softer and more like banana pudding when they're done refrigerating, but I'm gonna put it in the fridge for about 2 hours. Hopefully I can find some room in my fridge. But yeah, I ended up drizzling some cookie butter on it instead of the peanut butter and chocolate, just because I felt like I already do peanut butter in a lot of recipes, so I wanted to change it up. Fingers crossed it comes out okay. I actually ended up whipping up some extra heavy cream as well because these cups were bigger than I think the recipe thought they would be, so I wanted to make sure I had even layers. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'll come back when they're done. Hi guys, it's been a bit over 2 hours and our cups are finally done. I'm not gonna lie, these look super pretty. I'm not sure how much like banana cream pie it's really gonna taste. I feel like it's gonna be majority whipped cream, but that can't be bad either, right? Okay, so I'm going to pull one of these out just to see what the layers look like and perhaps try a bite. So let's do it. I'm kind of nervous about popping this out. I feel like the longer it has to set in the fridge, the better. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is definitely a little bit messy, but you can totally see the layers. It's probably easiest to eat this in a bowl or something with a spoon, or just to leave it in the fridge overnight. For scientific purposes, I feel like I need to try a bite right now. Wow, that's delicious. Oh my gosh. It's creamy. It has good texture from the cookies, although it's softened a lot, so it's definitely giving that banana cream pie feel with wafers. And the banana flavor is, of course, super strong, coming through beautifully. If I were to make these again, I'd try to make this less of a whipped cream and more of a cream you would see in a pie filling, like something a little bit thicker, because it does kind of just taste like bananas and whipped cream, but I'm not mad about it. Anyways, I'm happy to check off another dessert from my bucket list and also mark off homemade whipped cream. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back next week with a new video. Bye!